Hello and welcome to another OMG chemistry video. Today we're going to be looking at titration calculations. Now, if you haven't yet watched my video on calculating concentration or watched the video on calculating moles, you need to go and do that first. If you're still with me though, that means you have, and we can start with some titration calculations. 25 centimetres cubed of a solution of sodium hydroxide required 18.8 centimetres cubed of 0.05 moles per decimetre cubed sulfuric acid, H2SO4. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to, in my chemical equation, I delete anything which isn't important. So they haven't told me about sodium sulfate, they haven't told me about water. And then I'm going to do a table for the two which are left. My rows are going to be C, N and V, where C equals concentration, N equals moles and V equals volume. And I'm going to have a column for H2SO4 and 2NaOH. Now I want you to notice how I have left the big numbers in. I'm then just going to put some rough rows in. Now, I'm now going to begin filling this table up. So I know that my concentration of sulfuric acid was 0.05. They told me that the volume of sulfuric acid was 18.8 centimetres cubed. We're going to be talking concentration here, so I know I'm going to have to be converting that to decimetres at some point. And my final bit of information, they've told me I've got 25 centimetres cubed of sodium hydroxide. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to calculate my number of moles of sulfuric acid, okay? Because I want to finish off this box, but to fill a box, I need to have two, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is calculate my number of moles to go in here. So I'm going to do my calculations on the right. So my number of moles of sulfuric acid is equal to my concentration times my volume, okay? And all I've done to find that is I have rearranged this equation, which I put in the top right corner. So in this, my number of moles of H2SO4 then is going to equal 0.05 times 18.8. And because we're talking in centimetres cubed and I need to go to decimetres cubed, I've got to divide that by 1,000. Okay? Just doing this in my calculator now. I'm making sure I'm doing everything clear. And so I've got 9.4 times 10 to the minus 4 moles of sulfuric acid. Okay. Now I've got twice as many, I'll show you this with the lightsaber, twice as many sodium hydroxides for every sulfuric acid. So I'm going to times my number of moles by 2. So now I'm going to have 1.88 times 10 to the minus 3 moles of sulfuric acid. My last thing I need to do now is I need to calculate the concentration of NaOH, what can go in this box. And my concentration, remember I've got the equation C equals N over V, so my concentration of NaOH is equal to my number of moles of NaOH divided by my volume of NaOH. So this means I'm going to do 1.88 times 10 to the minus 3, all divided by 25 divided by 1,000. And that is going to give me an answer of 0.0752. So make sure you've got that example down. Here are some questions for you to try. So you've got 2 questions there. Remember, be careful. Remember to include your big numbers in your table. And here are some answers for you to check if you're getting them right. Hope to see you on another OMG video soon.